Alright, YouTube. Welcome back to Mono Black combo, Warren Soul Trader, plus Gravecrawler, plus Marionette Apprentice combo. We played one league of this deck last night, and we ended up 3-2, I believe. Made some changes to the mana base. I went up to 4 Phyrexian Tower, 4 Spy Master's Vault, because Spy Master's Vault, in combination with Warren Soul Trader and Gravecrawler, lets you loot for pretty much your entire life total, and then discard those cards and pump your Warren Soul Trader to something ridiculous. So, really like the Spy Master's Vault in that build. A couple copies of Urborg and then swamps for the rest of the mana base, nothing crazy. I ended up taking out the fetches because I think your life total is really important, despite having the Blood Ghasts here. But the combo with this deck, for those not familiar, Warren Soul Trader lets you pay 1 life, sacrifice another creature, create a treasure token. So you can sacrifice Gravecrawler, make a treasure token, and because the thing is a zombie, you get to bring back the Gravecrawler from the graveyard. If you have Marionette Apprentice out at the same time, whenever a creature or artifact is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life. So every time you loop this, you're losing 1 life and your opponent's losing 2. So when you assemble these 3, it's game over. Drops Messenger is also a zombie here, so you can bring back Gravecrawler, as well as just sacrifice it to Chthonian Nightmare and Warren Soul Trader, and it's a great value creature to do so. Got Grief Scam in here, 3 Not Deads, 4 Griefs, 4 Flares, 4 Stitcher Supplier among the rest of the cards. We're trying out 1 copy of Blood Artist as well, because Blood Artist also works with the Warren Soul Trader Gravecrawler combo, because you're not losing any life and your opponent's losing 1 life. So it's not quite the same as the Marionette Apprentice, but it works nonetheless. And then a couple copies of Bogart Trawler, which is a MDFC 3-1 that exiles your opponent's graveyard. Most of the time I feel like you're just playing it as a land, although you can pitch it to Grief. Or you can just cast it and exile your opponent's graveyard. For the sideboard, a couple copies of Fatal Push, 1 Feed the Swarm for Leyline, and any other enchantment hate that you can't really beat. For Bowmasters, I kind of wanted to fit Bowmaster in the main deck, but I was tight on room, so I just put it in the sideboard instead. 3 copies of Fulminator Mage for the Eldrazi and Tron matchups, 2 Damping Spheres for Storm and Amulet, and then 3 Flutes for Nadu, and anything else that Flute's good against. Well, it's scams. And I'm not one to mulligan a scam. I still don't know how to spell it. That's funny. I hope they play a Ragavan. That's all I've ever wanted. Okay. This is going to be a disgusting sequence right here. Urborg, Grief, Pitch, Not Dead, Evoke, Bolt, Synthesizer. I will take Bolt and Bolt. We're going to Not Dead here, and then Flare of Malice. Take the other Bolt and make them sacrifice the Ragavan past the turn. Good, clean magic. They do have Delirium already, which is notable. Nightmare? Well, I could play Nightmare. Just get some energy and leave it on the table. I might still just lose the Urza Saga here, plus DRC. Definitely need to draw some gas off the top. It's pretty good. Also get to play the Phyrexian Tower because of Urborg out. They don't have to fetch either. Imagine they have a Shadow Spear in there, so I should be a little bit careful. They're down to 9. I think I need to update the version of the Grave Trader combo. Yeah, I really like the Urborg because Tower can kind of screw you sometimes. Having 2 Urborgs, it feels bad when that happens, but I think it's worth it because you run so many towers. Alright, second Saga. They can equip the Shadow Spear onto the Construct token and also play the Synthesizer. They should probably play the Synthesizer first. Doesn't look like my opponent's playing any new cards so far. Their entire deck is pre-MH3. They binned Underworld Breach. Maybe they put this Shadow Spear here, because they have to attack with this anyways. Or they exile the Ragamon, which they might dash. Nope, just plays it, equip Shadow Spear. Hits me for 7, gains 4. We just drew Swamp. Not great. Is there anything cool we can do this turn? I send them with both and they don't block. I could sack Giralf to the Phyrexian Tower. Actually, I can sack Grief to the Phyrexian Tower. No, the Nightmare doesn't produce enough energy. Huh. This is tough. I think I'm just attacking with Grief and passing. Playing land and passing. I kind of need something better off the top here. Looks like we are yet again going to lose to an Urza Saga deck. Urza Saga's still really good. Nothing changed about that. I drew Marionette Apprentice off the top. I think they might have been dead. Or Blood Artist. Or even a Warren Soul Trader. Yeah, I think they were dead to that too. I think we block here. They hit me for 8. I'm going back up to 12 also. Now the question becomes, can we kill them? Barbarian Ring? Holy. Was 1 red away from dying here. Bloodghast does have haste. Hasty Bloodghast. They need to block the Giralf's Messenger. I think they're dead here. Block the Bloodghast. Yeah, I think they're dead no matter what. The Bloodghast back. Which is irrelevant, I guess. Yeah, this doesn't really matter. Technically, it's better not to get it back anyways. Anyway, sack this to this and win. Okay. Take the Fetus Form for Urza Saga. Bowmaster does actually seem pretty good in this matchup if they're going to be playing Ragamon and DRC. And maybe want these pushes as well. This is the part where we trim. I think this deck does a lot of trimming post-board. It's like 3-3-3-3. And then 1 more out. Could be another Giralf's Messenger. It is a little clunky. I think I want to keep all the Nightmares. Nightmare's kind of the engine. But they are an Urza Saga deck, so they might have, like, Soul Guide Lantern off the Urza Saga. The old Ragamon Bobble. Not nearly as good as DRC Bobble. I just play Stitcher Supplier. Instead of pushing this and then just try to Bowmaster it instead. They want to waste a removal spell. That's probably okay. They get to connect with Ragamon 1 time. I get to save a Fatal Push though. Got my Phyrexian Tower. My tower! Darren Epicure. Alright, we'll pass. We do want to see Nightmare every game, and I think because we want to see it every game, we have to keep all 4 in. It's the whole engine of the deck, right? I don't think we really ever cut that card. Oh, my mouse just died. Alright, 1 sec. My mouse just died. We're gonna block with our 1/1 as well. Shrapnel Blast. 1, 2. Blast me. I think 4 color is pretty good. So we're gonna run out Bloodghast plus Gravecrawler. Could hold up Fatal Push in case they have another Ragavan. I think it sets me up pretty well just to run both of these out. I want to dash Ragavan at me, it's not that big of a deal. My 4 color Braid deck, it starts with 4 Frog, 4 Flage. I haven't gotten any further. Yo, Kenpachi, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate it. Deck's heat, but nobody knows it yet. I'm just sending team. I'll hold on this land too, so I can sack Bloodghast and bring it back. Bunch of 2/1s that can't block your turn. And the sad part is I'm probably going to Fatal Push this Epic here, because going to 10 puts me in double Shrapnel Blast range. I ride Spell Bomb. I think even if they leave it back, I'm probably still going to push it. Clear blocker out. Push as much damage as possible. No pun intended. Feed the Swarm. Oh, they have no creatures nor artifacts. We'll just send in and pass. Sorry, no creatures nor enchantments, rather. Galvanic Blast him down to 7. Shrapnel Blast. Dead. Dead. You really do want this Blood Artist back in? I think Feed the Swarm is kind of important just to deal with Urza Saga. So I want to keep this in. I could go down like a Flare of Malice, maybe. I don't love this hand, mostly because of the Phyrexian Tower. I think it's probably a keep. Hand needs some work, though. Either a Grief would be really nice, or hitting the Apprentice would be nice. Fulminator is for Tron, or Amulet, or Eldrazi decks. So I play out the Warren Soul Trader here. Kind of in trouble if they just kill it. Almost makes me just want to run out like the Bloodghast here. That's also not great. Alright, hopefully they don't bolt this. If they do bolt it, we need to top deck a land. I have nothing to sack to Nightmare to bring it back right now because I can't cast this Bloodghast. I'm just going to kind of hope they don't kill it. Second not dead was pretty awkward too. I get to untap with this though, it's party time. Never mind. My poor Gravecrawler. Alright, won't be comboing this game. Fulminator comes back with Chintonian Nightmare. Sorry, Thonian Nightmare. Blast my Soul Trader. That was a good draw. Exhale's Galvanic Blast. They can cast until end of turn, right? Cast it now for 2 damage. Spy Master's Vault. It's the best play here. Maybe it's Spy Master's Vault, Bloodghast, Sack Bloodghast, Nightmare, Sack Orc Army, get Soul Trader back. Oh, I could do some conniving as well. It's probably a better play here than that. Because I can connive away this Bloodghast. I play Spy Master's Vault, sack this, Nightmare, sack this, return this, then I can connive 2 on the Warren Soul Trader, discard the Bloodghast. I kind of like that more. Let's attack first, though. Some new cards going here. Yo, Jay Freezy. Thank you for the Prime and 18 months. Phyrexian Tower. This Bloodghast is definitely hitting the bin. I think it's probably not dead. Alright, I got a 5/5. So true, Jay Freezy. So true. Bing bong. Love the jazz cover of this Nier song. Another Warren Soul Trader. I could float black or float colorless with Phyrexian Tower, play a new one, get the Bloodghast back. So float, play new one, keep this one, get the Bloodghast back. I can Nightmare, sacrifice the Bloodghast, return Bowmaster, ping them. Can I fit a Not Dead somewhere in here? Alright, Nightmare. Yeah, Soul Trader's non-legendary. I'm going to return Bowmaster, sacrifice Bloodghast. Bowmaster's going to make 2 bodies here. Could sacrifice one of them. I guess I could wait until end step. Oh, I think I have a better play here. Wait till they make their construct token at end step and I can sacrifice this one. Oh yeah, we got a sick play here. Hold up. Alright, pass the turn. Now I got actions at end step when they make their saga construct. So I can go sack this, black, black, not dead here. Sacrifice this to flare. Are they gonna kill it? They're gonna kill it. Alright, that's fine. I'm gonna sacrifice it to flare. And then I'm going to activate Spy Master's Vault. I'll discard Stitcher Supplier, Bloodghast, Soul Trader, Fatal Push. And now this is a 9/9. Holy Giga Chad. This land is insane. Nook and Nano, thank you for the follows. I appreciate it. Little 9/9. I'm gonna get back 2 Bloodghasts. Not sure how the red deck deals with a 9/9 here. They just have to like jump it over and over. Okay, I'm not gonna get back my Bloodghasts. Makes a construct. Passes. Alright, I'm gonna attack for 9. They're gonna block. And then we'll do this here. This accounts for both. Get 1 card deeper. Drew a Fatal Push. We'll discard Phyrexian Tower, play Urborg, and pass. Hold up Fatal Push. How cool is this set out of 10? Honestly, like a 9. And the only reason it's a 9 is because Nadu exists. If this set came out with no Nadu, it'd be like a 10. Unironically. This set's awesome, Salt. Oh, Jembu with the Get a Gifted Sub. Got you, Jembu. Yeah, Doomwake ruined Modern. Unfortunate how that worked out. Doomwake. There you go, Jembu. Have you had a chance to play the new Hammer list of the Bird Boys, or I have not? Storm is a worse viewing experience, yeah. But I think Storm is probably a better viewer experience in paper, at least. Nadu in paper is miserable. Alright, we win. My 9/9 Warren Soul Trader got there. I think once decks start playing those again, then it's fine. You don't like consistently losing on turn 2? Depends. I have no opinion on living in. I think the Cascade decks got much worse because Flute's so good against Nadu and some of these other decks, and they kind of just incidentally get hated out by Flute. Oh, I milled a Bloodghast. Pending my Stitcher Supplier. Three 2/1s that can't block. Your turn. This is the definition of mediocre beats. Oh, I'm gonna counter this Draws Messenger. Oh, Draws Messenger stuck too. What do we have in hand? Late Line Binding. Preordain. Yes, Supreme Verdict this board. I dare ya. One top, one bottom. And I'm binding the Draws Messenger. Alright. Blue, white. I like Bowmaster against blue, white. Mediocre beats to win with. I think I cut the flares. Flare does hit Planeswalkers, but I think it's going to be a little bit slow in the matchup, so probably don't need him. Got aggroed. Hey, it's kind of like 2011. I've been saying this is the best Modern's been since like 2016, 2015. I've been having so much fun playing Modern. Unreal. I was up until like 2 a.m. last night playing it. Just like 11 hours of streaming. Spy Master's Vault, Spy Master's Vault, Spy Master's Vault. Double Bowmaster. We'll try it. That was a good draw. Stop lying. I ain't lying. I've been enjoying it. Combat. Celestial Purge. My poor Gravecrawler. Or I guess I could, yeah, I should have shot the Gravecrawler, you're right. That's probably the better play, 100%. I didn't think about that line. Definitely should have shot it. Send this at Teferi. Or just replay the Bowmaster and ping Teferi and attack them for 2. I'm gonna replay the Bowmaster and just ping the Teferi, attack them for 2. Yeah, I definitely should have shot the Gravecrawler here. Wouldn't be able to get it back anytime soon. But it's a nice resource to have in the graveyard. Game. Greenhead Apprentice. I'm gonna attack them for 2, and I think I'm just gonna play Bloodghast because they're holding up Counterspell. If I want to Counterspell Bloodghast, I'm not too sad about that. Nuz pass. Hold a Bowmaster. Yeah, I don't think the meta is gonna stabilize for a while. Not until probably after the Pro Tour. I'm excited about this Pro Tour though. There's gonna be a lot of cool decks. We're also gonna be doing a Pro Tour watch party chat. Want to verdict this board? They're taking a bunch of damage. Pro Tour Nadu. I can see it. Endings, The Apprentice, and then verdicts, I guess. They don't have double white though. It's another ring. I was supposed to ping Bloodghast there. There's another Apprentice. You can only hide behind your rings so long, opponent. Verdict me. Watch them cast Sunfall. I actually hope they cast Sunfall. And rest in peace. They were supposed to connive. I could ping my own. Oh, actually, let me ping my own stuff and connive here. I don't want to ping and connive. Bloodghast. I don't have a zombie yet. Probably gonna connive away this grief. Second Apprentice. I can go Apprentice, Nightmare, Sacrifice. Alright, let's play the Apprentice. This is Counterspell bait. Make the servo. Okay. So GG's. Alright. No, I couldn't kill with Nightmare because Giralf's his target player, so they're immune to Giralf's draining for a little bit. His hand's a touch awkward. We could try it. Never see this again. It's not that bad. Yeah, Vault's really good. I think this is probably the best of the cycle. I think it's Mono Black Burn. With Necrodominance and Soul Spikes. Spike. No, not yet. I didn't upload the list yet. Chakin Feltmire. Vampire's Kiss. A little bit of Draining Gain. Bloodghast Go. Notably, the Warren Soul Trader combo not very good against Mono Black Burn because they're gaining life and draining us. When they're draining us, we have to have like 2 times the life that they do to actually kill them with the combo. Not sure how reliable it's going to be to kill them with the combo. Unless they go ham with Necrodominance, maybe. Discarding Chancellor, drawing a new card. We have 1 Blood Artist. Mayhem Devil. That sounds sweet. Your thing, opponent. Do I want to sacrifice this to Flare? I could probably wait until my turn. I can also just attack them for 2. Alright, let's attack them. Sacrifice Bloodghast to Flare. Play Phyrexian Tower, get it back. Play Warren Soul Trader, pass probably. Oh wow, they're blocking. Said never mind. No blocks. A little Draining Gain. I'm at 11. These nightmares are kind of embarrassing without Stitcher Supplier to feel them. Second Machinations. Then the Bite. So up to 3 energy. They can sacrifice 1 of these. It costs 2. Alright, so I'm at a virtual 2 right now. This game might be tough to win. It's not helpful. Maybe I sacrifice here. And then connive. Or bring it back. With another Phyrexian Tower, then connive. I think I kind of like that. Do need to do some conniving here. I want to connive 1 or 2. Probably 2. We hit an Apprentice. I think I discard a Nightmare and a land. Then we grab the Apprentice. Make the Servo token. Sacrifice the Servo token to the Nightmare. Bring back the Bloodghast. I think we're pretty far behind still. Opponent's also making a ton of energy here. Guess I could also sack the Apprentice and get back the Bloodghast and then loop Bloodghast plus Apprentice. I have a feeling I'm just dead though. The record tracker should be working again. It's not. Bump of the night, GG. Yeah, you can screenshot the wizards list. Let me pull it back up. I don't have much for mono black burn. Surprise, surprise. You could try that new link that you posted, man. The new comma. Alright, MTG bot record properties. Oh, it's working. I guess I just had to refresh it. Paste. Alright. Yeah, I had to refresh the browser source. But it's working now. Turn 1, turn 2. Maybe Bloodghast. Ten's a little anemic, but we'll try it. Ley Line of the Void. Marionette Apprentice got a lot worse. So I guess we're just the beatdown decks now. Must deliver the beats. Oh man, that was turn 3 win. So sad. I'm still making the servo here. Just going a little bit wider. That's true, it doesn't stop token death triggers. Specifically says like non-token, right? Oh, okay, his tokens aren't cards. Sorin. Gross. I don't know if I can beat a 1/4 lifelinker. I don't have a blue-white control list, no. Not a good one anyways. We played a couple of Jeskai control lists, but they both were kind of mid. 1/4 lifelinkers just blanked my entire board. Witherbloom Command. -3, -1. I want to turn this into a treasure token for 1 life. Probably not. Let me flips. Then doing 3 damage here. I kind of feel like it's better for them to just not flip the Sorin. So now I get to kill the Sorin, and then you get that much value out of it. More anemic threats. Go. Might have another. Discards a card and loses 2 life. When it's put into the graveyard, scry to sacrifice it. They do have another. Oh boy. I think we're just done here. I'm getting bricked by the 1/4 lifelinker. And that ley line. Probably can't keep this. Seems poor. I mean, it's the combo, but I'm just missing land drops. I'm on the draw, though. I do have the whole combo. Can I keep this? If I just rip land into land, we're in business. I'm gonna keep it, chat, but you shouldn't if you're playing this deck. I don't advise keeping it. Amulet. Top deck land, top deck grief. Top deck 3-drop. Phyrexian Tower is also just the best land here. Phyrexian Tower would be insane. Blue Black Frog, but not Reanimator. I like the reanimated packages and the blue-black frog decks are kind of free. Despair. A blue black frog Goryo list. Not quite a Goryo's list. It started as a Goryo's list, but ended up as a Emperor of Bones list with a new Ulamog. But yeah, I do on my flex slot. Second amulet go. Ula frog. Now we hit land drop, right? Right? Please? Its upkeep stop is like killing me. Edit com deck. Redrop. Right. I knew this hand was a bad idea. Did it anyways. Couldn't help myself. Mirror pool. Oh no, don't copy your Titan. Anything but that. Well, I guess that's probably one of the better draws for not drawing a land. We're trying our best with what we have. Radiant Fountain, it's so over. Oh, they have nothing but lands in hand, probably. 3 at a time. Good, clean magic. I hope I win with just this Gravecrawler. That'd be justice. The Gravecrawler that could. Urza's Cave. Sacrifice it. Search your library for a land card. Put on the battlefield tapped and shuffle. So we're gonna go get an Urza Saga. Go, Gravecrawler, go. Damn, there's 3 more non-lands on top. I also hit a Blood Gas, which could have haste. Hit 1 land in the top 16. They grab an Urza Saga. Well, if we hit land drop now, then our Blood Gas is gonna have haste. Hit Lord of the Rings card, the One Ring. Titan. Hit Lord of the Rings card, the One Ring. I wonder if they're dead if I hit land. I think they are dead if I hit land drop. 1, 2... Maybe? Killing my Stitcher Supplier. It's so rude. Gonna be 3 lands here. Yo, Modest Abide, thank you for the raid. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Welcome everybody from Modest Abide's channel. Hit 3 lands. Phyrexian Tower. I think Phyrexian Tower would have killed them. Of course, I gotta show you several arts you didn't know about. What kind of streamer would I be if I didn't? Grief. This is so sad. Alright, go. Oh yeah, modest. Thoughts on Murktide with no MH3 cards? It's great. Everybody should play stock Murktide with no MH3 cards. Just like everybody should play stock Titan. Like my opponent's doing. The only two decks I know in Modern are stock Amulet Titan and stock Murktide. Bajuka Bog, holy shit, please. Well, we tried our best. I think Grief is very poor against Amulet most of the time. I might actually need this as a land drop after last game's PTSD. Honestly, we actually had a pretty good shot of winning that game if we had hit that Phyrexian Tower off the tub. Yeah, it's essentially a 20 land deck. We just didn't hit any in the top, like, 16. I played against a surprising amount of stock Amulet Titan. And I'm just trying to wrap my head around why. Is it that people just don't have the cards, or they're just, like, so enthused by stock Amulet Titan? This one's a 2-lander. It can't improve perfect. I didn't see an Nentuko Springheart. Two lands can't lose. Springheart's really cool in Titan because you can go Dryad, bounce land. If you have an amulet, you go Dryad, put the Springheart on Dryad, bounce land, and then you can make infinite Dryads. Because you can copy it, make another Dryad, you get an additional land drop, you play the bounce land, 2 mana, copy it, and you can just make Splinter Twin of Dryads. I feel like I'd be less sad about losing to Titan if they did that to me every game instead. They're not even doing that. They're just like playing the plain Amulet Titan. Supplier. No Bloodghast. Supplier. No Bloodghast. Just gonna make a Saga token. I found the Bloodghast. Definitely think I need to leave up Flute though. Makes a 1/1. Takes 5. I want a Flute Ring. Also Flute Garden, so they can't make 2 amulets. Let's see what they do. Gonna copy your amulet. Yep. Alright, I'm Fluting Ring. I have an answer to Titan in my hand, so I think Fluting the Ring's a little bit better here. Oriole Grazer into Titan. Daring, aren't we? Second pact. Is this for cultivator? Okay. Chances of us winning are so slim at this point. Can always yield in. Amulet triggers. This is assuming I get another turn. I have a feeling I'm probably not going to get another turn here. Like one single Titan seems really tough to beat. So I can copy it twice. I can't even flare it because they can just like... I can copy it again here. And they can sack the copy and then make another one. Alright, for life equity, I'm just going to scoop. Nobody wants to sit here and watch this. Because they can just sack the copy and they're getting another one anyways. Alright, prediction time, chat. Will we 3-2? This is hand good. It's decent. Don't hate it. Binging Elden Ring. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for the DLC, although I don't think I'm going to get to be able to play it for a while. I got Modern to play. What's up, Gabs? So much Modern to play. So little time. No, I didn't qualify for the Pro Tour. Had one shot at RC Denver. I don't know, Jabor. That guy should really get on it. Jabor. Thank you for the 15 months, my friend. Appreciate you. I don't know if you guys, maybe you can qualify in Magic Online? I honestly don't know. Not sure. I can sack this servo, play Giralf, then sack Giralf to the Flare. I can also not dead the Giralf, but that seems kind of pointless. So I get 2 sacks out of it anyways. Or, alternatively, I could sacrifice Bloodghast and then connive onto Apprentice. I don't hate that either. I might do that instead. So I also get this back. Where's the Worn Soul Trader? So Gerda not dead. And Adriel's Messenger, and one more. Maybe it's another Apprentice. Apprentice is kind of good here, though. Let's get rid of the land. 4 or 5. Giga Chad Marionette Apprentice. Reminds me, Jabor, I encountered a bug, and I gotta tell you about it later. There's Spy Master's Vault. I could sacrifice this. Trigger. Land, bring it back. Warren Soul Trader. Sacrifice it again. Trigger the Spy Master's Vault. Instead of triggering the Spy Master's Vault, I could play Warren Soul Trader, sacrifice Bloodgas, sacrifice Marionette Apprentice. Wait a minute. Are they just dead? What are my overall opinions of Modern Horizons 3? I think it's great. I think it's a very, very fun set. Definitely the best Modern Horizon set by a mile. Yeah, I think I should probably just play second Marionette. And I could sack, Dral's Messenger, sack. I think they're just dead. My opponent's AFK, so I won't know if they're dead. Return. Apprentice, Soul Trader. Servo. Think they're cooked jet. Sacrifice. Trigger. Bolts the Warren Soul Trader. So this happens. Trigger. Dies of treasure token. One damage short. I think I was about 2 damage over, even with them having the bolt. Dies of treasure. I don't know what I want against Zoo. Maybe, Feed the Swarm's so expensive, life-wise. Just the pushes, probably. Trim like Stitcher Supplier, Bloodghast. Let's run it back. A natural case of treasure token death. Just realized my opponent's name is Snorlax. They're probably gonna have Rest in Peace as their graveyard hate. I think Zoo usually plays Rest in Peace. What if Foothills go? Could be a Leyline Binding on their side. I think I'm gonna get rid of the Stitcher Supplier. Pray they don't have Leyline Binding. I guess if they do, I can sacrifice it to Flare of Malice just to grief them anyways. Is that worth it? Probably. Flage and Scion. Take Scion, take Flage. We have countermeasures to your Leyline Bindings here now. You get no hand. Problem is if they rip another Scion off the top, then I have no counterplay to it. Although the one Flare would have gotten rid of this Scion. I just could have taken it and then have to deal with Flage. This might have not been the play. Imagine trying to interact with Grief. One does not simply interact with Grief. Grief is forever, Grief is eternal. A little bit of Grief, a little bit of Malice, and you got yourself a spicy scam soup. I'm worried about this Flage coming back, though. Couple more fetches and they can bring the Flage back. I have not seen. Tapland. They didn't buy their Giganta. In for some damage. The Leyline Binding. Taking the Grief. By Grief. So Grief didn't die, so I can't even activate the Spy Master's Vault. Yeah, I don't know. Vexing Baubles just seems like a worse sideboard card than Flute, but all the Urza Saga decks should play probably at least one Vexing Bauble. Just go with Urza Saga. Kabu. I think if I top deck Phyrexian Tower, it's GG. It's not Phyrexian Tower. Let's let me play the Worn Soul Trader, though. They could loot away a card, and if they draw a fetch land, they could bring back Flage. Scion. Okay. It's a issue. I guess that attack was kind of free. It cost me 1 life. It's rid of the flare. So I guess they have a card in hand that they want. I'm gonna take 5. Trying to keep my life total high so I can Spy Master's Vault here. For 1,000,000 cards. It's pretty good. Alright, let's do the Gravecrawler loop. How low am I willing to go? To 4, probably. Crack some chests. Alright. Interrupt this combo to crack a few chests. Disruptor Flute. Huge. Spell Queller. Amazing. Garbage. Gisa. And Vorinclex. And 3 steps ahead. So we're going to keep going. Yeah, we're going to loop then Connive for many cards. And they're going to have to block too. Storm count 6. I should just kill the Kava when they block with it. I'm gonna try not to die to Flage also, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I guess I'd just stop here. I'm a little bit worried about dying to Flage. Would like to go to combat. They conceded. Congrats, believers. We 3-2'd with this list. I was back-to-back 3-2s. We lost to Stock Amulet Titan, and... what else did we lose to? Oh, the Mono Black Burn with Leyline. Yeah, Leyline is like pretty much unbeatable. So I don't know if you have any countermeasures to Leyline. I guess your countermeasure to Leyline in the Void would be splashing green for Pick Your Poison or something along those lines. It's a really fun deck. I really like this deck. We're definitely going to play more of it later. You could consider splashing green and Birthing Ritual, which is something I was thinking about. Feed the Swarm's just not a good answer to Leyline. Like, it costs you 4 life and 2 mana. It's just not great. But I think you should just play like green and pick your poison probably. So you can also play Birthing Ritual and turn this into this into this, and that's kind of cool. So I think we're going to probably revisit this deck pretty soon and splash green for Birthing Ritual and pick your poison. You can play White of the Reliquary also, but I think just Birthing Ritual and pick your poison should be good. Although if you play White of the Reliquary and Birthing Ritual, you could just cut this package. So, yeah. I really like this deck. Chat. Speaking of green decks.
Have you peeked? Bing bong, bing bong, bing bing bong. Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.